Okay, here we go.
Alright. Illegally downloading music is a huge problem in our society today, nationwide and worldwide as well. I can remember when I was younger, probably between the ages of, 12 years old and then into my first 2 years of high school, I downloaded music illegally a lot. What I used to do was use a site called LimeWire. I don't know if any of you have heard of it at all, but it's shut down now by the government and everything. But when I was your guys' age, it definitely was still up and running. And what I was doing was downloading music illegally pretty much daily, if not weekly. All you had to do, it was easy to do it as well. It was very convenient. All you had to do was search in LimeWire on Google, click onto the website, and then in that search engine, type in whatever song you wanted, and you could download it, put it right into your iTunes, and have it on your phone, on your iPod, on your MP3 player, whatever you wanted, it was there, and you didn't even have to pay for it. So, as I've said, illegally downloading music is a problem in our society today. According to Corrine Hellberg on April 20th, 2014, she wrote an article that said that the U.S. economy loses $12.5 billion a year by illegally downloading music. $12.5 billion is a lot of money, and that's every year it happens. Illegally downloading music happens like that every year, and $12.5 billion is a lot of money. That could be going to our economy and the artists, labels, producers, and recording companies that are making this music that we enjoy, but they can't get that money because we're illegally downloading it. There's a lot of people that get affected by this problem. Like I said, the artists, the labels, the record companies, the producers, they're all losing money because they're in the studio working, trying to produce this music for us that we enjoy and like to listen to. But if we're just illegally downloading it, then that's not helping them make more music and be supported in that way. According to the Recording Industry Association of America, 30 billion songs were illegally downloaded between 2004 and 2009. That's 30 billion songs were illegally downloaded between 2004 and 2009. That is a lot of music. I know in my day I probably downloaded couple hundred songs onto our computer, but that adds up, especially when it's worldwide. 30 billion is a lot. But there are many causes to illegally download music. And the first cause is because it's convenient. According to news.com, an article written on May 7, 2010, 69% of people download music illegally strictly for convenience sake. People do it because it's convenient. I mean, why not? Why would you want to pay money for something that you can have for free? But it's illegal. Especially for college students. College students illegally download music the most out of anyone on the earth because we're poor and we like to listen to music, but a lot of the time we don't have that money or those resources to pay for the music that we like to listen to. So we end up illegally downloading it, which is wrong. Also, according to news.com, though, those whose salary exceed $350,000 are more likely, actually, than any other income group to admit to music downloading illegally. So they're admitting to it, but that doesn't mean that they're the people that are doing it the most because they have a lot of money and are probably able to pay for it, but I don't know why they're illegally downloading it. The second cause is many people want to know what the CD or the songs are like before they buy them. On May 7, 2010, news.com stated that 28% of people say they want to hear the album before buying it, so it gives them an excuse to download it illegally. Doing that is wrong because once you have that song or that album downloaded illegally onto your computer, then why would you buy it after listening to it? You already have it, so why go through the trouble of going out and buying it? But we need to buy it because we need to support those artists and those labels and those record companies and producers because we like listening to their music, obviously, so we should support them and not just download that music illegally. I've had some questions about what's the difference between downloading music illegally and just stealing a CD from Target or Walmart, per se. Well, there's not really too big of a difference, but in reality, it comes down to how we are morally raised. Morally, it's wrong to steal, and we all know that. We all probably remember times when we were younger, going in the grocery store with our mom, hanging out, and then going up right when we're checking out, having this candy bar in our hand and say, "Hey, can I get this candy bar, Mom?" And what she'd probably say, "No, not today. Like it's gonna happen another day." It probably won't, but at that time right there, when you have that candy bar in your hand, you're thinking, I could probably steal this and no one would ever know, but that moral sense kicks in and it says that, you probably shouldn't steal that candy bar because it's not a good idea because it's stealing and it's morally wrong. So, Jaku Chang took this survey of a bunch of kids, and what she came up with was that these kids agreed shoplifting a CD was morally wrong. Shoplifting a CD was morally wrong, and they were socially influenced not to do it. Like I said, like our parents, the people around us tell us not to steal because it's obviously not a good thing. So they're socially influenced not to do it, and they felt a high obligation to obey the law when it came down to it. So they know that there's a chance or a risk of getting caught right there walking out the doors of the store, and they felt obligated to obey the law at that time. But when it came to downloading music illegally, the students ranked that much less severe on every scale. Their respect for the music industry was largely the same as the shoplifting scenario, but the rankings indicated that students feel significantly less deteriorated from stealing online. That it's not morally wrong, and there's virtually no influence not to do it. When I was that age, everyone around me was doing it, so why don't I do it? Because it's free music and I don't have to pay for it. And they felt no obligation to obey the law. It's a lot easier to sit in your room on a computer when no one's around and you're in the comfort of your own home and you're downloading music illegally rather than taking it straight from the store. So, there's a solution to this. We can support our artists and our labels and our record companies and our producers by simply just buying their music. We can get rid of illegally downloading music, and one of the biggest things, according to Webster University, is peer-to-peer file sharing. That is, when two computers get together, they can open up their iTunes libraries and they can just swap songs and take whichever ones they want from that library, or take the others from his friends, or however it is. You can download songs by just having someone else's computer in the room. And we can stop that. If we really like the music that we're listening to and we really want to support those artists, we would do that by buying their CD. And that's why we shouldn't be downloading their music illegally.